I hope everyone is coming to this module with a clear head and ready to get down to business. There's a ton of really important, sometimes complicated, but extremely helpful information that we will dissect together. So let's begin with getting familiar with some of the lingo so that when you begin speaking with coaches, you can be on the same page. Number 1, early decision, also known as early action or early acceptance. ED plans are binding. The student who is accepted as an ED applicant must attend the college or the university. Early action plans are non-binding. Students receive an early response to their application, but do not have to commit to the college or the university until the normal reply date of May 1st. Number 2, early decision 2. ED2 is an early application option initiated by some colleges and universities over the last decade. As opposed to early action, which is almost always non-binding, early decision 2 is a binding option, meaning students must attend the college if accepted under ED2. Number 3, regular decision. Regular decision is the normal process by which the students apply by published deadlines, with the promise of receiving an admissions decision no later than April 1st of their senior year. However, the student is under no obligation to accept the offer of admission and can wait until May 1st to select which college or university they wish to attend. Number 4, rolling admission. Colleges with rolling admission evaluate applications as they are received versus waiting to evaluate all applications after a hard deadline. Schools will continue to evaluate applications until they have filled all the slots for their incoming class. And lastly, number 5, the standard application. A standard application form is accepted by all colleges that are Universal College Application members. You can fill out an application once and submit it to any one or several of the more than 3,044 colleges that accept it. I would encourage you and your family to get familiar with these terms, as they are likely to be used often by the coaches when speaking about admissions and the application process. Throughout this entire module, we suggest that you try to keep the following in mind. Money should always be a factor, but it shouldn't necessarily be the deciding factor. You will be able to pay it off. It's the best 4 years of the student-athlete's life, so don't cheat yourself over what you can pay back. In fact, according to the Federal Reserve, over half of young adults who went to college in 2018 took on debt. About 69% of the students from the class of 2018 took out student loans, graduating with an average debt balance of $29,800. Look guys, we know that not everyone is made out of money. I certainly was not. But what I do know, and what we're trying to say, is that it's not necessarily life-changing money. You will be able to pay it off as long as you are prepared to go into the workforce straight out of school. Taking this into consideration, let's go through some of the various forms of financial aid available to families. Firstly, there will always be various forms of scholarships: academic, athletic, school-specific, and local. Nowadays, there are also some amazing websites you can utilize for information regarding scholarships, which we will get into much later in the module. Secondly, there are grants available on both the state and the federal level. And lastly, when all else fails, there are low-interest loans. In this chapter, we will chip away at the options families have to get their hands on the most amount of money possible. As coaches, we call this putting together a nice package, meaning smaller amounts of money from academics, athletics, need-based, and everything else you could think of combined into one package goes a long way. So let's go. Get ready to understand the clear, actionable steps your family needs to take in order to unlock as much money as possible. Donna will meet you in the second chapter of Module 5.